Jimmy asked me to do a video of Langley, BC, and specifically Brookswood. Let's break down what is going on in Langley itself. As you can see here, this is months of inventory. And when they are in between these two lines here, it's a balanced market. Prices generally don't go up, don't go down. Now that doesn't always happen, but generally the idea is when these numbers stay higher, when these bars are higher, when months of inventory is higher, when there is more product out there and less people buying that, then of course prices go down. And when there is less product or more buyers, then the months of inventory is down and generally prices go up. And as you can see here, Langley has been in a balanced market, although still pretty high for months of inventory over the past year and a half. But if you look at Brookswood, which Jimmy wanted me to do, you can see that it's been a worse off market than overall Langley. Months of inventory is higher in the past year. The average of months of inventory over the past year has been, above this line, which I think is about 8.7. But there is a market in Langley that is getting a little bit more action and having a better months of inventory, and that is Murrayville, a lovely little community right around the airport if you're familiar with that. And as you can see here, it's seen several months where it's a seller's market being below this line here. And don't worry about that one there. That one is just low data. And because we're in August, this one is the same for pretty much all different areas. We're in low data numbers right now. But as you can see here, the average of all of these is going to be probably right around this green line, which is closer to a seller's market than it is a buyer's market. And so if we look at prices, what have prices done since the peak of 2022, March 2022, 1.875 for the MLS HPI price. And we have come all the way down for Langley as a whole to 1.5. Now, Brookswood itself has come down significantly too, but this is April of 2025. So we're zooming in a little bit more. You can see it's gone from 1.457 to under 1.4. So prices have come down since April. And if you look at the overall detached market inventory, this is a steady line going up. We are seeing more homes come on the market in the Brookswood area, and we have every single year higher peaks basically and higher lows. And generally every single year we have our peaks in the maybe May, June, July times. Sometimes we see September peaks in terms of total number of inventory, but right now we're trending downwards. And that's what's happening now. Inventory is coming down into the December months, and maybe we'll come back up to 160 in September with a lot of people holding off to list at that point in time. My guess is, considering we are seeing less and less new listings come to the market, than we did last year, that we will not see that happen. Now, Jimmy also wanted to know what was actually happening for larger lots, 12,000 square foot lots or more in Langley. And as you can see here, the trend is downwards for the sales to active listing ratio, and similar to the months of inventory, but inverse. The lower these numbers are, the better it is for buyers. With a sales to active listing ratio less than 12%, it is a buyer's market. And as you can see, 12% is right there. We are down at less than, we'll call that 0.087%. So that market, Jimmy, unfortunately is not a great market to be a seller in. And as you can see, that market is also seeing the total inventory climb in the past few years. And with those two things happening, it's no wonder why the average price is going from 3 million down to 2.5, and the median has fallen off just the same. Thanks for following, Jimmy. Now, if you do want a very similar deep dive into a specific area, feel free to reach out. I can do this for pretty much any area that I can get those data from in the Lower Mainland. Can't do the island, can't do the interior.